Okay, I think most of us can agree that 2021 has been mostly boring. I don't know why anyone would care, but in case anyone does, I got mostly clothes for Christmas, and I also got enough money to buy a new like CPU and RAM and stuff, so as soon as I can be bothered to put it in my computer, I think I can finally use games that aren't like really rubbish Roblox ones, which might be a while because I'm usually quite lazy, but yeah. I'm still going to be making one of those like 2021 compilation best moments type video, because I mean, I can't not, I do that every year, but as of now, so I don't have a massive gap in my upload schedule, I'm just going to make a video talking about some of the weirdest or funniest things that have happened to me that I just think are worth mentioning. So yeah, I think this is also just my first story time type video, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so story number one. This story is about the time we had a geography supply who threatened to call the police on us because we attempted murder or something. Now, we have a bad geography class as it is. Our teacher never remembers the seating plan, and he just can't, he always gets distracted by the roadmen at the back. Our class is completely failing, and he even went as far as to boost our grades so he didn't seem like a rubbish teacher. I got a 2 and a 3 in geography, I think, and I still somehow got a 4 for like my combined grade, yeah. But yeah, his back was really bad that day though, so instead of having him, we had some supply teacher who we originally thought she got sacked because she made another student teach the class because she couldn't be bothered to do it herself, and our school principal caught her in the middle of it, and yeah. Anyway, so before the lesson even started, she already warned us that if we tried being rude or being disrespectful or behaving badly, she's not going to alert any authorities, she's just going to call the police. She also made a list of people who were behaving badly, and all my friends, including myself, got on it somehow, even though I didn't really do that much. But she said it was going to go to the office, and we never got in trouble for it. I just knew that list was probably going to go in the bin. But yeah, so you know how most schools have tiled ceilings like this? Yeah, well, there was one tile that was missing, and there was like a massive hole, and then you could just like see inside of the ceiling tiles. We were like right underneath it, so we tried throwing stuff and trying to get stuff inside it. None of us were getting it in because we have rubbish aim, but yeah. And then my friend picks up a rubber, right, and then my teacher sees the rubber fall on the floor and threatens to call the police on him because she said it was attempted murder or like assault or something like that, even though the rubber landed absolutely nowhere near her. And she actually picked up the phone ready to call the police and everything as well. I don't know, maybe I guess she didn't call like the head teacher or something, because I thought the head teacher sacked her. So I'm guessing the head teacher doesn't really like her. But yeah, that is where the story ultimately comes to its conclusion. Now, this next story is about this girl who pretended to be mixed race and got kicked from the school for it. Spoiler alert, she was not mixed race, she was white. Anyway, so I think this was like April of year 10. So I'm pretty sure this girl had been lying for ages. She posted a picture of a black family on Snapchat and claimed it was hers, or at least like implied it. According to other people though, I haven't personally seen it, but apparently that's what she did. She also said a few certain racist things, which is not very good. After it came out that she was extremely disrespectful and also lied about being mixed race, she just hid and never came back. I'm pretty sure she goes to another school now. I have no idea where, but yeah, I don't think many people liked her even before that anyway. I have absolutely no idea with how she got away with pretending to be mixed race anyway. Anyone could just tell that she was not mixed race. It's like a parrot telling you it's a dog. It doesn't make any sense. Plus, apart from this, I know absolutely nothing about her. Okay, for this third story, I still have absolutely no idea who did this, and I really wish I did, just because whoever did it is like extremely brave. But now, even though lockdown was over, the school restrictions were still in place for some reason, and so we were gonna have like a rewards assembly or something like that, but we couldn't have it like face to face or in person or whatever, because the restrictions were still there. So instead we had like a Zoom meeting one where like one of the teachers was recording it and streaming it in the hall so that we could see it in class. For about the first half an hour, all was well until before someone somehow just manages to to log into the, like basically hack into the call and just start playing this song. Yeah, as you can hear, I was absolutely dying and almost fell off my chair. And then people genuinely thought it had something to do with my friends. Like, I'm guessing we kind of have like an ish reputation for being, I don't even know, devious. But like, we're not that stupid. We're not dumb enough to risk getting in that much trouble just for a laugh. Plus, I hardly know how Zoom works. But yeah, then the day ended because we had an early finish, and people started blaming either me or my friends or this one other kid that people thought was responsible for the hacking for basically no reason. Okay, so for this fourth story, this is about this really weird crackhead I met after school one day. This was actually somewhat recently. So we have this thing at school called intervention, which is not what it sounds like. It's just, you know, they keep you for another hour and you just do work. I stayed there until 4:15. It was already quite dark, and on top of that, most of my friends weren't going to intervention, and the ones that did, they went home separate ways, so I just had to go home by myself, which was annoying, but whatever. So I get on the bus and I go upstairs, because in England we have like double-decker buses. If you don't know that, then just shut up. So I get to the top, and as soon as I do that, this man just shouts at me from the back, and he tells me how he's organized the rows into like there's, okay, I don't know how to explain this. There's like rows of chairs, and each row of chair, there's one person sat in each row, and then there's like a gap, and then there's one person, and there's a gap, and then there's another person. So there's basically a row with someone sat in it, and then there's an empty row. And it was because of the pandemic or whatever. And I was about to listen to this guy, but then I realized he hasn't even got his mask on. So I ignored him because he's not the bus driver, and I just decided to sit in between like two rows, I guess. He didn't really do anything. He just started shouting more and more about, he was just waffling. I have no idea what he was talking about. And then he went to the front, right, like the front of the bus, and then he turned around, and it looked like he like unzipped his trousers to go and pee like on the bus. It was at this point I realized that this guy is definitely like some sort of crackhead or some, I don't know, just weirdo. And this thing I remember exactly, he sits down and looks directly at me and starts telling me about how when I'm 16 I need to join the military, because in the future there's going to be flying cars here, and if you're not going to be allowed to drive the flying cars if you're not in the military. That's exactly what he said. Yeah, no thanks. I think I'll pass on the flying cars. I'd much rather just, you know, go to sixth form or something, but whatever. And then so my friend calls me, and we just start talking about how like weird he is. I have no idea how he didn't pick up the fact that we were talking about him. But yeah, then after like 3 minutes he just gets off. I'm pretty sure every crackhead presses that like emergency open the doors button, and then he just walks back in the direction he came. Like, why? Why'd you even get on the bus if you're just gonna walk back the direction you came, you donut? Okay, and this fifth story is about how some roadman pretty much nearly stabbed me. Sure does seem like I get myself into a lot of danger, doesn't it? Anyway, so I'm on my way to Morrison's because I think my mum wanted me to buy her like some tomatoes or something, I don't know. And I see this roadman looking guy just like sort of walking in my direction. I choose to ignore it because that's what you're supposed to do when you look at a roadman. But then I realized the guy had a knife sticking out his trousers. Like, look, basically the guy had a knife sticking out of here, and I just froze, and I just stop, and I just stare, and then after about 5 seconds the guy goes, "What are you looking at?" "Shut up, blood!" So in response I just looked down and looked up and looked down and looked up again because he didn't catch on the first time. And then he just goes, "Oh," and then he covers it up with his coat, and then he goes, "Hey, listen, yeah, you can't tell no one, you can't tell no one." And then I just went okay, and I went to Morrison's because I didn't want to be there any longer. I might have exaggerated a bit when I said he nearly stabbed me, because we were in a somewhat public place with cars everywhere, so I doubt we would have done it there. But yeah, that's basically it. 2021 has been boring. But yeah, I mean, I hope you like this video. Subscribe and leave a like, please. I'd really appreciate it. Also follow me on Insta and Twitter now, especially Insta because I've been stuck at like 300 followers for like a year, so I would really appreciate it if you were to go and follow me. But yeah, I hope you all have a good year, a good new year rather. I'll be back probably the day before 2022 to make like the best moments 2021 video. So yeah, but apart from that, shut up, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.